Yo, what's good, everybody? Back another beers with Barton, and it is Tuesday, December 17th. Yes, 8 days away from Christmas. Thirsty Tuesdays, as some people call it, and I hope everyone's having a great week. Hopefully most people are taking next week or a lot of next week off, and even some of the following with the New Year's coming up. I know I am. Well, yesterday was my lovely, lovely, beautiful bride's 40th birthday. Sorry, baby, I did not do a video yesterday for you. I'm not doing these that often. And when I do, it's for really, really important stuff that's going on in my life, like fantasy football. So kind of forgot about doing one for your birthday, but definitely had to do one for fantasy football since the playoffs started. Love you. So I love fantasy football. I run one of my own leagues. In 3 dynasty leagues. I'm in a keeper league, and I'm in a handful of redraft leagues as well. And I really enjoy them. So I'm in 7 leagues. Sounds like a lot, but I'm down from 10. Technically, I'm in 8, but the 8th one is called a guillotine league where 18 teams draft their team. So there's some thin teams, and then whoever's the lowest score for that week. So week 1, 17 teams advance. Lowest score every week gets knocked off. All their players go back into the waiver wire. People pick it up till the end. Well, I lost in the first week by I think like 3 or 4 points. So technically, I only had 7 this year because I drafted and I set my lineup for 1 week. And it's pretty easy to set these lineups because you have 4 bench spots, and it's not that hard to decide who your 8, I think it's 8 or 10 best players are for that week. So anyways, have 7. Like I said, I have 3 dynasties. I have a keeper league, which is similar to a dynasty, but you have a salary cap, so it is different from a dynasty because you can drop players. If you pick up players during the year, they're not yours to keep. It's only players that you draft or trade for that were on someone else's. And then 3 redraft. So out of those 7, I made the playoffs in 4. That's not bad. It's over 50%. I was pretty happy about it. In one of my dynasty leagues, finished 2nd. So I had a bye week this week. Or this past week. So I'm like, this is great. I've only got to worry about 3. Felt really good about 1 matchup. Felt pretty good about a 2nd, and didn't feel great about a 3rd. Well, I thought I was going to lose all 3. The one that I really didn't feel great about, I was kind of in it, and then they had Jahmyr Gibbs, and that he went bananas after Montgomery went down, and so I pretty much got smoked in that one. But I felt that was going to be the hardest to win. The other one that I was kind of 50-50, felt like I felt good, and it was kind of back and forth until I think the Sunday night game pulled away. That's the league actually I run. And I am the reigning champ right now. I've got the beautiful trophy sitting over there. Let me grab that bad boy real quick, actually. Sorry, guys, got to work out in. This is the league me and worst best friend run together. We've been doing it for like 10 to 12 years, and we took a year off, restarted right before COVID, 2019. And as you can clearly see, I won it back-to-back years. And then somehow worst best friend won one. My buddy Zach won. I won last year. So what we do is this will stay at my house all year. And then when we do the live draft in August, take it back to the live draft. Whoever won it the previous year gets to keep it for a year. So I've had it quite a bit. I lost that one. That one stings. And Troy had a bye because he finished 1 overall. So he's got a chance to win another one. But no matter what happens in the last 6 years, I've won 3 of them, so I've won 50%. Hopefully Troy does not get 2 out of 6 because then he can somewhat kind of chirp. I mean, he'll be at like 36.5%. But anyways, so lost that one, and that sucked. And then the last one that I kind of felt the best about, it's the league I do with Jessica. We do with a bunch of our friend couples, 12-team league, redraft. Felt pretty good about it, but it just slow. And then had some players that just either had really bad games. I think one got knocked out or missed a chunk. And coming down to last night's games, I had Drake London left in the kicker for Minnesota, but I was down like 24.5 points. So I was like, yeah, maybe I can get this, but it you never know. Well, got lucky. Got 15 points from the kicker and 14.3 from London. He had his first catch was a 30-yard touchdown. But it went kind of down to the wire. I was down 1 point with about 6 minutes left, I think, until I got a late field goal and a late catch by Drake. So I advanced. So I'm not 0-3 in the 3. I'm 1 for 3. So out of the 4 I've made, I'm still in 2. I'm in the semifinals. and feel pretty decent about the matchups. Again, you never know with fantasy and who wins and who doesn't, but the matchups for my players are pretty decent, pretty favorable. You'd hope I'd get some good. So fantasy football. So I got a chance still to win 2 championships out of the 7 I started. So we'll see if I survive. Hopefully I can win both and play for 2 championships. But at the very least, if I can win one, you got something to look forward to for the very last week. So cheers to fantasy football. Pretty solid season. I'd say probably, I love all my different leagues for different reasons. But obviously I'm always trying to win this one because I'm the commission. I say co-commission, but I run the whole thing. Troy pretty much does nothing. But there will be a new champ this year, which is really hard to swallow. But as long as it's not Troy, it's fine. My buddy Jason beat me, who I'm in another dynasty with. And then the crazy Panthers fan, Jason Fly, who every year thinks they're going to the Super Bowl. He may be worse than some Cowboys fans. He's that delusional. Just kidding, Fly. I love you, man. You're just very dedicated. He's in that as well. So it'll be some good matchups. And I'm just rooting for Troy not to win this week, and everything will be okay. That's all I really care about. Let's see. So Jason McQueen will play, because I was the 4, he was the 5. He'll play Troy. And then I think my buddy Jimmy was the 3 seed. Yeah, and so he'll play Jason Fly. So good matchups. Jimmy and Jason have never won. Jimmy and either of the Jasons have never won a championship. Jason Fly has been in this league for probably like 7-8 years. McQueen, this is probably his 4th or 5th. So, and then Jimmy, I don't think has ever won this one. He's probably been in this league for 5, 6, 7 years as well. So at least the last 5 for sure. We pretty much had the same, with only switching out 1 or 2 guys for whatever reason. So cheers to fantasy football. I'm in 2 out of 7. Got a chance. So this is a little heist. Pick 7.1. It's mojo. That's what I'm hoping for. It's some mojo. A little citrus flavored, a little orange juicy IPA. And I need the mojo. I need at least a chance to win one. What's going to happen is I'm either going to lose both, and it's just going to be like, wow, that's just brutal. Or I'll win both, but lose the championship, finish 2nd and 2. Okay. Or I'll win both, or I'll only win 1 and finish 2nd. Like, I just don't feel a champ in my cards. In both leagues I'm in, the commissioner of the Dynasty League, his team is disgustingly good. I really like my team too. Like, my 3 wide receivers are Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb, and I've got Burrow. So with all the trades and stuff, I've definitely got a really good team, but his team is just so deep. And then in the other league, it's actually my buddy, my Canadian now, finally U.S. citizen, first time ever playing fantasy football. He knows sports, though, and his daughters play fantasy, and he knows, sports as a whole. But he just drafted well and really hit on a lot of guys. And he's been basically in first place the whole year. He had a first-round bye. So if I can somehow win, beat the 2 seed because I was the 3, his team is just stacked. We're talking like George Kittle, Barkley, Hurts. Does he have Chase or Jefferson? Like, he just has just like a good team, and he's picked up good players, and they've hit, So we'll see. Cheers to fantasy football. I still love you. Just hoping I get at least one of these 2 teams through for a shot to win a championship, because it's all about bragging rights. That's all I care about. And my Tar Heels broke my heart today. Played the 7th seed University of Florida Gators right here in Spectrum Centers, where the Charlotte Hornets play. I did not go to the game. It's kind of a pain to get down there. It's at 7, but they're getting blown out in the first half. They were down 11 at halftime. Ended up coming all the way back and leading by 4. Pretty late, back and forth. Just missed some free throws, gave up some offensive rebounds, and ended up losing by, I want to say 4, 6. Close. Another close game. All right, cheers, fantasy football. Mojo, I need it. Whew, that is good. 7.1 Mojo IPA, very citrusy. Man, that is just so delicious. All right, well, good luck to everybody in their fantasy leagues this week, unless you're playing me in those 2 leagues that I'm trying to advance. If you're playing against me, I hope all your players get hurt just for this game, not for the season, or miss time or drop a bunch of passes, whatever it takes for me to win. I don't care. And that's it. Fantasy football 2024, just like calendar 2024, it's almost in the wraps. Cheers. Until next time.